In the still quiet of the early 1300s, before the plague, before the revolt, life in England moved slowly, tethered to the rhythms of the land. 4 out of 5 souls in this kingdom were peasants, men, women, and children, who worked the soil from sunrise to sunset just to survive. But theirs was not a simple life. It was harsh, bound by law, labor, and the will of distant lords. Step inside a peasant home, and you would feel the cold before anything else. The floors were bare earth. Smoke from a fire pit hung heavy in the air, for there was no chimney. Cattle or pigs often shared the space, their warmth a small comfort against the winter frost. Families slept together on straw pallets, huddled for warmth, and prayed the rains would be kind to the harvest. Though often seen as one mass of poverty, medieval peasants had their own hierarchy. Villeins owed labor to their lord, but kept small plots. Serfs were bound to the land, unable to leave without permission. But some were free peasants. They owned or rented land, brewed ale, wove cloth, and sometimes prospered. Theirs was a fragile freedom, always under threat. Take Thomas Collins, a villain who brewed a fine ale. With luck and skill, he earned extra coin. He bought a second goat. He even sent his son to learn letters from the village priest. For a moment, fortune smiled, but one failed harvest, one cruel winter, and debt came knocking. His barley spoiled. His youngest daughter fell sick. The dream slipped away, swallowed by the hunger that ruled the land. New tools changed the fields. The heavy plow turned stubborn soil. The horse collar gave speed. The 3-field system let more food grow from the same land. The population swelled. So did the burden. More mouths to feed. More taxes. More tithes for the church. And more labor owed to the manor. The land gave more, but so did the peasant, always more. Then nature turned cruel. From 1315 to 1317, rains ruined the harvest. Bread ran short. People ate bark, dogs, and each other. Barely a generation later, came a deeper horror, the Black Death. Rats brought it, fleas spread it. And half the village was gone before dawn. Fields went unplowed. Lords lost labor. The dead outnumbered the living. Yet from death came opportunity. With so few left to till the fields, lords grew desperate. Wages rose. Serfs left their villages for better offers. Peasants glimpsed a new power, the power to choose. The old order trembled, and in sermons and whispers they began to ask, why should we obey? When Adam delved and Eve span, who then was the gentleman? So preached John Ball, the radical priest. He spoke of justice, of equality under God. His words spread like fire, dangerous and bright. He gave the poor a voice and a vision, a world without lords, a world of freedom. In 1381 it began. Anger at a hated poll tax, hunger, injustice, hope. Villages rose. Tax collectors were driven out. From Kent and Essex, from Suffolk and Norfolk, the people marched on London. Tens of thousands, led by Wat Tyler and John Ball, demanding change, an end to serfdom, fair wages, land returned from the church. London fell without bloodshed. The rebels seized it, but did not loot. They found and killed hated officials, but they spared the merchants, the homes, the markets. They wanted justice, not chaos. For a moment, the dream lived. At Smithfield, they came face to face. Wat Tyler stood before the young King Richard. He spoke of rights, of freedom, of dignity. But in a flash it ended. The mayor of London struck him down. Wat Tyler fell, and with him the revolt. The people fled. The king broke his promises. The lords returned with vengeance. Dozens were hanged, hundreds punished. John Ball met his end at the gallows, still preaching as the rope tightened. The old order clawed back control. But something had changed. The revolt failed, yes, but never again would the people be so silent. Within decades, serfdom would wither. Wages rose, mobility returned. The seed had been planted, in dreams, in stories, in memory. The peasant's hope lived on. And now, as you rest, remember them. Not as faceless laborers in a faded past, but as people, brave, tired, and dreaming of freedom, of justice, of a better tomorrow. Sleep well with their story beside you, for it is a story that shaped the world.